Once upon a time, a young, beautiful girl named Sophia got married to the love of her life, Moses. Moses was Sophia's everything, her happiness, her rest, and all. This young couple was living happily, with money, loyal friends, and a beautiful family that stood by them. However, they lacked one thing that was supposed to complete their happiness. Despite being married for 5 years, they had no child, not even a miscarriage. They had prayed, undergone all necessary medical tests, sought counsel, and more, but still no child. In the 6th year of their marriage, Moses started misbehaving. He changed toward Sophia, staying out late to drink with friends. When she asked why he was home late, he would shun her. He then started sleeping outside, sometimes taking 3 days to come home. He stopped giving Sophia attention, and when she complained, he would shout at her, curse her, and call her barren. His family also joined him in tormenting Sophia. Moses' mother would visit their house and torment Sophia for days about not having a child. Sophia's sister-in-law would call her a man whenever she saw her. This continued into the 7th year of their marriage. Sophia went through hell, crying for days, losing her faith in God, and stopping her prayers. She became depressed and even lost her job due to her inability to concentrate at work. One day, as she was crying in her bedroom, someone came to her house, knocking on the door. Sophia cleaned her eyes, stood up, and went to see who it was. She opened the door and saw her long-lost cousin, Sasha. Sasha had traveled abroad for a long time and had lost touch with the family. No one knew what had happened to her. After 10 years of searching for Sasha, here she was, standing in front of Sophia. Sophia was shocked, yet happy to see Sasha. She let Sasha into the house, and they caught up on lost time. Sophia shared with Sasha what was going on in her marriage. Sasha promised to help Sophia, saying, "Don't worry, I'll take you to a woman who will pray for you, and within 9 months, you'll carry your baby." Sasha took her sister, Sophia, deep into the forest to meet a mysterious old woman who lived in a thatched hut. The air was thick with silence, and the path was overgrown with secrets. When they entered the dimly lit hut, the old woman looked up, her eyes sharp with unseen knowledge. "You don't need to tell me anything," she said, her voice deep and ancient. "I know you. The ancestors have been waiting for you." Sophia's heart pounded as the woman reached out and held her hands tightly. She began to mutter in a strange language, words that felt like whispers from another realm. Sophia couldn't understand a thing, but she felt something shift deep inside her. "You may go," the woman finally said. "In 9 months, you will carry your child. When the time is right, return to give thanks to the one who has blessed you." Sophia wanted to show gratitude immediately, but the woman refused. "Go." They returned home, but as soon as they did, Sasha packed her things and left, without a word of explanation. From that moment, she disappeared. Sophia tried to reach her, calls, texts, emails, even WhatsApp messages. Nothing. Sasha was gone. Just 1 week later, something unexpected happened. Moses returned home. But this time, he wasn't angry or distant. He was on his knees, crying, begging for forgiveness. He wept like a man who had seen a ghost. Sophia was stunned. She didn't understand what had changed, but his heart seemed real. His love, once cold, had returned with fire. She forgave him. From that moment, everything changed. He made breakfast in bed. He planned date nights. He helped around the house. He made her laugh again, showered her with gifts. He became the man she had once fallen in love with, and more. And in return, Sophia loved him deeper than ever before. 2 months later, Sophia found out she was pregnant. Joy erupted in their home. They danced. They wept. They threw a huge celebration. Friends, neighbors, and family gathered to witness their miracle. A week later, Moses' mother and sister, who had once tormented Sophia, came to her in tears. They begged for forgiveness. Sophia, with her soft heart, embraced them. She let go of the past once again. Moses' mother moved in, doted on Sophia, cared for her, washed her clothes, cooked for her, treated her like royalty. And then, the day came. Sophia gave birth to a radiant baby girl, the most beautiful child anyone had seen. They named her Light, for she had brought brightness into their lives, into their broken marriage, and into the dark places of their past. This is the beginning of their real story. 2 years after Light was born, strange things began happening to Sophia. She started having recurring nightmares. In those dreams, a woman dressed entirely in white, her clothes soaked in blood, would appear, stretching her arms toward Sophia and crying out, "Give me my baby! Give me my baby!" These nightmares tormented her for months. Sometimes she dreamed she was lying in a pool of blood, her husband Moses lifeless beside her. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't understand what was happening. She prayed constantly, but the nightmares persisted. When she told Moses, he said, "Babe, it's just a nightmare. Say your prayers like you used to, and it will pass." But Sophia had prayed and prayed. Still, nothing changed. One weekend, her sister-in-law visited and offered to take Light to her house for a few days. To Sophia's surprise, the nightmares stopped completely during that weekend. She slept peacefully for the first time in months. However, the moment her sister-in-law brought Light back on Monday, the nightmares returned, worse than before. Even short naps in the afternoon became terrifying experiences. Another time, Moses decided to take Light to his mother's house and stay there with him for a week. During that week, Sophia felt true peace. She could eat well, sleep soundly, and smile again. But when Moses returned with Light, everything spiraled again, this time even more severely. Sophia wasn't just dreaming anymore. She started hallucinating, seeing things that weren't there. People began to think she was losing her mind. Desperate, Moses called a man of God to come and pray for her. When the pastor arrived, he prayed and then said to Sophia, "Confess what you have done." It was then that Sophia finally opened up. She confessed to everyone about the old woman she and Sasha met in the forest, that the old woman prayed for to have a child. The man of God looked at her and said, "The girl who came to your house pretending to be your sister Sasha, she wasn't Sasha. Your real sister died abroad a long time ago. You let your guard down when you stopped praying and trusting in God because of your desperation for a child. That was when the devil found his way in. He disguised himself as your sister and tricked you. The child you have is not from the devil, but the devil tried to use the situation to destroy your home. I will pray for your soul, but only you can undo what has been done. You must fight this battle yourself." With this, the man of God left. Sophia and Moses began fasting and praying together, determined to reclaim their peace. They prayed for months until, finally, the evil presence left their home. Sophia later apologized to Moses, but he took her hands in his and said, "There's nothing to forgive, my love. This child we have, Light, was given to us by God, not the devil. The devil only tried to take advantage of our weakness, of the cracks in our faith and unity. I have my share of the blame. If I had supported you when you needed me most, this might never have happened. Please, forgive me." They forgave each other, and together they moved forward. With renewed faith and love, they raised their child Light and lived happily ever after. The end.
Follow me for more.